You ever feel like right when you try to change, everything suddenly gets harder, like painfully harder? That's not failure. That's called progress. Because real growth almost always starts with a breakdown. I remember my first real taste of this. That's when I entered the United States Merchant Marine Academy. The first thing they made us go through was INDOC. Basically boot camp for future naval officers. The point wasn't just discipline though, it was transformation. They broke you down on purpose so they could rebuild you into someone stronger, someone courageous, and someone who could survive wartime. It was one of the hardest things I had ever done in my life up to that point, but it fast-tracked friendships, grit, and a deep identity shift. And here's the truth. Business is its own kind of war, not physical, but mental. If you can't handle hardship, you won't make it. Let me say that again. If you cannot handle hardship, you will not make it as an entrepreneur. I'll tell you another story about when I first started my entrepreneurship journey. When I started home Bitcoin mining, I thought I was ahead of the curve. With my background as a merchant mariner, I knew how to plan. And I figured, hey, install good infrastructure, automate it, and boom, passive income. Every man's dream, right? And it worked for a while, but only for a little while. But it didn't take long for those margins that we were seeing in those early months to start disappearing. There was a whole side of the industry I hadn't accounted for, like mining economics, network difficulty, and pool configurations. I had to humble myself and start over again. And I literally Googled how to read a book. That's how deep I had to go to rewire how I learned. Because new levels in life require new tools and a whole new mindset. And that's when we also sold our fully paid off house and moved into an RV. Not out of desperation, but out of intention. We needed the freedom to keep learning and growing and investing in the next season of our life. And if we really wanted to help others, we had to be willing to go first. Comfort was the cost of the call. So if you're in the middle of that messy little middle, don't give up. The breakdown always comes before the breakthrough. Follow for more behind the scenes on building something that matters, and share that if someone you know is stuck in the fire right now.